Hey, friends. Good afternoon. If you're watching live with me, comment #overwhelm so that I know you're here. Or you can just say hi. But we're going to talk for a couple of minutes, just a couple quick minutes about overwhelm and being overwhelmed in our journey to getting healthy. What does that look like? What does it feel like? What is it really that's causing us to feel this way? And how can we move beyond that? So if you're watching live, comment and let me know if you are here on Facebook, on YouTube, and just say hi so I know you're here. I see a couple people popping on. I just want to have an honest chat for a moment. There we go. Hi, Mary. No, I'm on Facebook too, but sometimes Facebook is slow to get their act together. Facebook takes time, but I should be on FaceSpace, both on KJ and on Joyful Life. I should be. Tracy and Mary are here. Who else is here? Yep, I am live on Facebook too. Not on KJ for some reason, just on Joyful Life. Why is that? Oh, no, there I am. There I am. Is anybody joining from Facebook today? I see some folks popping on, but you got to say hi, or I just feel awkward standing here talking to myself. There we go. Hey, Jackie. Jackie's here. FaceSpace is working. What are y'all doing on this beautiful Sunday afternoon? It's pretty here today. It's like, it rained a little this morning, but it's like 80. Oh, I take it back. It's 71. But I went outside and it felt really beautiful. It felt like the beginnings of a beautiful fall day this morning. And now it's like, it's not hot. It's just, it's nice. It's beautiful weather. It's no muggy. No muggy. That sounds real good English. It's no muggy. Anyway, it's really beautiful out. I want to pop on here today and just talk to you for a minute about what's coming up in Holy Healthy, but I want to approach it from the topic idea of overwhelm. Food overwhelm, nutrition overwhelm, health journey overwhelm can keep us really, really stuck. And I know for a fact that I am not the only person here watching. Hey, Jackie. I know I'm not the only person here who has stood in front of the refrigerator and just gone, what am I supposed to eat? There's nothing in it. There's ingredients. There's no food in here. I don't, what am I supposed to eat? In that moment, fridge wide open, maybe kids yelling in the background, maybe dogs barking. Your brain is spinning like a hamster wheel. Do you know what I'm talking about? That feeling of overwhelm that hits us sometimes upside the head in our health journey. But I want to be really clear about something that I think is important for us to talk about, and that's that overwhelm is not from God at all. Right? It happens, Tracy. It happens. Overwhelm is a thought process and a mindset that takes us all away from the goals we're trying to get to so often. There's no shame in that. It's just the reality of it. Overwhelm sneaks in and takes over. What happens when it comes to Trim Healthy in particular, or our health journey, I should say, in particular, that makes for many of us our health journey harder than it needs to be, is we overthink every bite. We scroll recipes on Pinterest or whatever instead of actually cooking the food. We're just like, pin it, pin it, pin it. Ooh, pin it. Ooh, how can I tweak that? Pin it, pin it, pin it. Then we go stand in the fridge and go, I don't know. I've just looked at 287 recipes for skillet meals, but I don't know what to do. Or we let the scale tell us if we're doing good or if we're doing bad. We listen to 10 different diet voices at once. Well, this person says to drink these shakes and I'll lose weight. This person says if I intermittent fast, I'll lose weight. This person says if I eat my veggies first, I'll lose weight. This person says if I take a shot, I'll lose weight. This person says this. This person says that. And our brain gets so full of info that we just, well, I'm just going to go to McDonald's because it's easier. And we're buried in food noise, right? That is a type of food noise. But again, what I want you to hear me say today is God is not a God of confusion. 1 Corinthians tells us he is a God of peace. That means if your health journey feels complicated, whether it's Trim Healthy or anything else, if your plan feels confusing, there's pieces of that are not coming from him. If you keep living in confusion, you are going to be spinning circles instead of moving forward. A simple example of that would be overwhelm says to us, I don't know what I'm going to make for dinner tonight. Does anybody ever get that face? I do it. This is why my makeup looks so good in the morning and not by night, because I go, I don't know what to do. Truth says to us, I pick a protein, I add a veg, I eat some carbs or I eat some fat. The end, that's it. That's done. Okay? Done. Pick a protein, add my veggies, pick a carb, pick a fat. That's Trim Healthy in its simplest form. Some days I wish Trim Healthy was named Simply Healthy. Because at the end of the day, it really is super basic and straightforward. Whether you're looking at it from the Wizzy way or you're looking at it from foundational THM, at its core is basic. You don't need Exhibit A, bookshelf, okay? You do not need 17 different cookbooks. Do you know every time I walk into Barnes & Noble, I buy another cookbook on the sale rack? Then I get it out to the car and I'm like, I'm never going to make anything that's in this book. This book has like cilantro and like Brazino fish or whatever, that branzino. And it has like things I wouldn't even know where to buy. Why did I buy this cookbook? I thought I'm going to tweak every cook recipe in here. And honestly, I don't know what half of these ingredients are. You don't need 17 cookbooks. You don't need to measure every gram of food that you're eating, and you don't need to cook separate meals for your family. You can, and even that can be simple. I have done it for years. I have tweaked my meals to meet my needs without completely rewriting the story on most of their meals. There are time to time. There are from time to time. That's what I'm trying to say. I do that, but that's because sometimes I just want something completely different. What we need is simplicity, and not just simplicity. We need to follow up simplicity with what? What do we need to follow up simplicity with? Does anybody know? Answer in the comment if you know what we need to follow up simplicity with. Me too, Mary. I love cookbooks. I love them. They're just so pretty and they look so good on my bookshelf and they make me look like I'm this really good cook. And really, it's just the people in the books that are good cooks. Nobody knows what we need to follow up simplicity with. No good guesses here. What have I taught you? Any of you? Whoops, I just lost my camera. Oh, I just lost my chat now. There we go. All right, well, maybe it's just a timing thing. It's coming in late. But the thing we need to follow up simplicity most often, there you go, Tracy, is consistency. We need to follow up simplicity with consistency. If we don't put our steps and our ideas and our plans into action, it's like buying a cookbook and going, I don't know, and throwing it on the shelf. It does us no good If you don't pull it out and pull out the ingredients and put the ingredients together and follow the instructions, or pretend to follow the instructions and put it in the oven and bake it, you're going to have ingredients. You're not going to have cake. You actually have to follow through with consistency. Imagine if you pulled out all your ingredients for the cookbook, kind of like Rachel did in Friends, and had 2 pages sticking together, and you filled your trifle, not a cake, but a trifle. You did the first half of the trifle from this recipe, and you didn't pay attention and you didn't follow through and pull the sticky pages apart. You went straight to the next step and put beans and peas and cheese and ground beef into the other side of your trifle. You would not have a good recipe. But that's a bad example. But you have to follow through with the steps. That is why this month in Holy Healthy, as you know, many of you here know, we have focused on surrender this year, and it has been a powerful year. This idea of surrendering different areas of our life, all areas of our life. But when it comes to our health journey, letting go of certain areas of our life, surrendering them to Him and what He wants for us. So inside of Holy Healthy this month, we are digging into this topic of overwhelm and confusion. We're going to be tackling questions like, how do you quiet food noise, like cookbook noise and noise of this and noise of that, and not even just the hormone food noise stuff, but I'm talking when everyone has an opinion. Everyone comes at me and says, but this is the way you should lose weight, but this is the way you should lose weight, but this, but this, but this, but this, and everyone has an opinion. Don't eat it, that's not good for you. Eat that, this isn't good for you. And there's all these opinions outside of what you've chosen for your health journey, and it's loud and noisy. What do we do? How do we quiet that? How do we simplify THM without overcomplicating it? What is the bare basics in a chaotic month? If I'm entering just a chaotic month of my life, and I know I am going to be just insane this month with busyness because school's starting and this is happening and this kid's in dance and that kid's in karate and this kid's in ribbon swirling or some other notable sport. How do I do this bare bones basic? How do I stop letting the scale make me feel overwhelmed, dictating my mood in this feeling of, I'm not getting this? How do I stop the scale and shut its face up? And most importantly, how do I surrender that chaos that's in my mind and actually begin to walk in peace when it comes to my health journey? I'm going to be teaching about these topics every week, and we'll be walking through our monthly journal together with scripture, with reflection, and a 30-day simplicity challenge that are simple little steps of do this today. Simple, 5-minute, 2-minute step to simplify your journey. Today, here in this live, I'm just scratching the surface, but if this hits you in a way, if you're tired of feeling like food is harder than it needs to be, if you want to know what it feels like to walk in peace instead of pressure, then come with us for the month of September, because overwhelm is optional. That might hurt to hear. Overwhelm is an optional feeling. We don't have to live buried under this idea of overwhelm. We don't. And let me speak something I know some of you here might be thinking. Can I really spend money on myself right now? I want you to hear this from someone who has felt that way about a lot of things in her life. You are worth the investment. You will spend money on groceries for your family, gas for your car, a new pair of shoes for your kids without thinking twice, because those are things they're part of our life, right? But when it comes to your health, your freedom, your peace of mind, how you feel, your lab work, all of those things, suddenly we hesitate. especially as a wife or a mom. You cannot pour into your family from an empty cup. If you are the one cooking, serving, showing up, leading, but staying stuck in overwhelm, everyone in the room feels it. When you walk in peace, everyone in the room feels that. Okay. So, yes, you are worth 89 bucks, not because you're perfect, not because you're going to experience the most perfect experience month of your life in September by being here, but because you investing in yourself has value. Your health and freedom will ripple out to everyone who is around you. Okay. So if you want to join me for 30 days, walking into your kitchen and feeling calm, imagine eating with your family without guilt. Imagine knowing exactly what to do next instead of spiraling in constant confusion and overwhelm. That's what this month is all about. Okay. Overwhelm does not have to run your life. God has something bigger for each and every one of us. And you are worth investment to walk in that. Okay. So I'm hoping you'll join me for the month of September to surrender the overwhelm and to step into peace on your health journey. If you have any questions for me at all, I am here. I'm here to walk you through anything you need me for. At the very top of this post on both KJ and Joyful Life with KJ on Facebook, you will find a link. And shortly, you will find a link in the comments on YouTube as well, where you can join us for the month of September. And I hope that you will. And then coming up very soon for October, November, December is Holy Healthy Holidays. And it's going to be amazing. Can't believe it's time for the holidays already. I'm so happy for the holidays. All right. I love you, girls. But guys, I don't know. People. I love you, people. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your Sunday. And yeah, that's it. Go make a plan for tomorrow because it's September 1st. Don't be left behind. All right. I love you guys. And I'll talk to you soon. Join me tomorrow morning for devotions between